Hey everyone, Dan here. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And keep in mind that these are my own thoughts, opinions, and ideas. These are not meant to be, nor should you take them as investment or trading advice in any way, shape, or form. Do your own due diligence, put in the work for yourself, and make your decisions based on that. Enjoy. All right, folks, here we are on Thursday, February 1st. We're going to take a look at NeuroBo today. So, NRBO shares surge as obesity drug moves to phase 1 trial. The company's obesity drug candidate received the go-ahead for the FDA commercialization application, setting the stage for human tests of a product that has shown promise controlling weight in laboratory rodents. Cambridge Mass Company plans to initiate a phase 1 trial in the first half of the year after the FDA cleared the application. The phase 1 trial will be a single ascending dose study with enrollment of roughly 45 patients. The company said shares rose 30% to 456. We're well above that at the moment. And so good news for NRBO. I thought we'd come in and take a look at the chart. Luckily, it's been through this range several times before, and so we do have a bit to go off of. Now, the nearest in levels, as I see it, we have this 552 level. That's support or resistance, depending on, I guess, what millisecond you look at it at the moment. 576, strong resistance level there. I know that it stretched a bit above that before, but it stretched to 583. But basically, that says to me, it just couldn't hold that 576 level. It tried, couldn't hold. We'll see if it makes another attempt. Right now, struggling with the 552 as it is. 520 is the support level below that as I see it. And then, there's going to be some levels in between these two because it's such such a big range. But I thought I'd put that 432 in as it seemed like an obvious one. You see all of this action here. Now, if it does jump higher, 634 would be a level that I'd look for, and 679. I will also say there is a gap up here. You see there's actually several gaps. If you scroll back, you see one way up here and all this jazz. But this one I thought I'd capture for now in case it does continue to push and push, or it gets a second wave or what have you. 856-ish, it would get into the gap and it would fill it at about 960. So pretty big ranging gap for a stock of this price and pretty far away from where the current price is. If it's able to get there, obviously that would be a big win for NRBO bulls, but we'll see. Now, intraday, this is on the Think or Swim study. A couple of things to note. This is the 10-minute chart, whereas here we're looking at the daily, so just note that huge difference. And right now, basically trying to use the upper bound of the channel as support, though it did dip into it earlier, but even at that point it used the wave cloud as support and trying to continue to push off back out of the channel for now. These ATR levels, it's left way behind at the moment, 469. Now, as we get into the second half of the day, and these are scalp levels, FYI, but it at least gives us some sort of concept intraday, and these levels move as candles get put in, which makes it additionally tricky depending on what time you're watching this video. But these have levels that basically stretch from about 5 at the moment to just over 6. So you can see the levels here. And so can it get into that 5 to 6 range? This would seem to indicate that these ATR levels at least propose that it may have some strength between 5 and 6 for the second half of the day. Again, though, if it does pull back before 1 o'clock Eastern time, then those levels are going to be dramatically different. So we'll just have to see what that looks like. I see quite a wave here on the histogram, and we had a big trigger coming in late yesterday, so a good call out by the TTM squeeze indicator, big trigger, and then fire on the 10-minute side of things. So we'll see. First things first, is able to continue to hold strong support in this channel, meaning it's not having to come all the way down to the mid-range of the channel, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just, with a catalyst of this magnitude and of this nature, you may want to see it holding stronger support in the channel, like the wave cloud like we saw here, or even the upper bound of the channel, which is obviously even the more ideal situation if you are an NRBO bull. So we'll see how it pans out, but that's where things are situated at the moment. And good on NRBO. We'll see what comes of it as they get into the actual phases of the trial. All right, folks, I hope that your trading week is going well. And as always, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.